Hey there, have you guys heard how Hamilton County took some of the money meant for veterans and used it for other things?
They have? The veterans must be pretty mad. What? They're taking the money?
What seems to be the problem, Tybalt?
The government is using the money meant for veterans.
The government is misusing its money?
Yes, and it says as veterans, ABC News says that the government also misused funds meant for rebuilding small businesses after COVID-19.
Well, what position is the government in? What if they need the funds for something else?
It doesn't matter what they need for. There's no reason they should take the money meant for the people who give their lives to their country.
While I understand the veterans' concerns, why are you engaged, Tybalt?
I'm not afraid to speak up for the veterans and will not tolerate this level of dishonor from any authority.
Instead of being hot-headed, you might want to try and understand the government's decisions.
Soft. What seems to be the problem here, gentlemen?
This fool is trying to justify the government stealing our money.
Watch your mouth, saucy boy, unless you want to get banished like the late Romeo.
Gentlemen, let's not resort to name-calling. Tybalt, I understand your frustration, but we must also consider the bigger picture. The government has a responsibility to allocate funds where they are needed most. Perhaps other people that need the support more urgently than you do at the moment are more likely to use the funds.
But that's not fair. Many veterans risked their lives for this country and now they're being ignored.
We all appreciate your service, Tybalt, but the government should be able to use the money if it's for a greater cause. Benvolio, do you have any suggestions?
One option could be to reach out to the government and request a meeting to discuss the issue. It's vital to approach the government diplomatically if you want your voice to be heard, Tybalt.
But how can we trust the government to listen to us? They already shown that they do not care about our needs.
It's not that they necessarily don't care, Tybalt, but you must understand that the government can only do so much. I saw on ABC News that about 15% of the fraud has been reclaimed. This proves that the government is actually trying to do something about this.
Maybe so, but I've seen a couple of news articles, like WCPO, which show firsthand accounts of veterans in Hamilton County and their complaints of the local veteran service as a whole. This one guy in the article also claimed that the veteran service officer was dismissive and rude.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is abuse of funds. The funds meant for people who fought for this country is dishonorable. This underfunding even leads to bad service from the organizations that are supposed to help the veterans the most.
Tybalt, I commend you for your passion and determination, but
if the government won't listen, perhaps it's time for the veterans to take matters into their own hands. A peaceful protest won't cut it. They need to step it up.
Tybalt, while I agree that the government might not be taking much action right now, violence is never the answer.
Tybalt, let's not jump to any extreme measures. There are other ways to make people's voices heard without resorting to violence. They could try to create campaigns to...
Campaigns have achieved nothing so far. Sometimes you have to shake things up to make a real change.
Tybalt, I cannot condone any violent action unless you want to face similar restrictions to what I had put on Capulet and Montague.
Guys, we all agree that veterans should get compensation, and we all agreed that the government should do better. So stop arguing.
That's the thing that you've been Bolio. Most people didn't even know that these veterans, that's why the veterans should get compensated. They don't know about how the government is using these funds. They don't know a lot about the government has ripped and stolen from what was meant for the veterans.
Okay, so what should we do?
I also found on Fox 19 that many people were not aware of these spending decisions made by the county. They even said, Hamilton County Commissioner said that they received many phone calls from the local veterans want to know how the county veterans office is spending its money. The Veteran Service Office isn't even aware of the spending decision. Ridiculous.
Yes, but